What do you think about, first off, the big blow that anyone log equities took in October? Do you go hide in the corner and lick your wounds, or do you come back in for more?
I think it's a dose of realism has come back to the markets. You know, if you look how market risk appetite was behaving into this month, it was like unbridled optimism with very little seeming to knock investors off track, particularly in the United States. So I just think it was a healthy and much needed dose of realism after a very long run. You know, at the end of the day, as investors, we want to buy stocks cheaply rather than just buy momentum and buy them expensively. The earnings season has been a bit variable. That wasn't a surprise. So there's enough decent news out there to encourage bargain hunters back into the market.
That's interesting, Andrew. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I've got a chart here that shows a little bit of fading sentiment, though, around the Eurozone growth story. And Matt was just talking about those Spanish growth numbers a moment ago. What do you see in Eurozone growth? Do you see something to be concerned about? Do you see the sentiment indicators as telling us that trouble lies ahead?
I think growth generally has been rolling over. I think we've seen probably the best of the growth in the United States. Some of this is the trade skirmishes. We're not in a trade war yet, but it gives a hint of what could come if there is an escalation in the trade war. You know, lots of companies are talking about exchange rates. The dollar's been very strong, talking about input prices, a softening in demand in certain sectors. Now, this isn't a general trend, but it's specific to certain industries. But it does tell you what could happen if the rhetoric gets cranked up and turns into much harder action.